the allegations. Your bond is set at $10,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearings October 6th at 1:30 p.m. and no contact with the victim involved in this case. The victims involved. You're excused. Thank you. Oh, actually, no, you also have misdemeanor warrant for your arrest out of justice court for a shoplifting matter. The alleged incident date was from April 23rd of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date in justice court is October 6th at 11 a.m. And I'll let justice court know that you're currently in custody on the DOC hold and the felony case. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Leonel Montes Maldonado.
You are charged with one count of theft of means of transportation. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. Ms. Smith, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation is $10,000 plus pretrial services.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we'd be asking for release to pretrial. He has verified housing and he is verified as a part-time student and employed. He does have priors, but it looks like his last one is from 2017 for drugs. And he doesn't have an active NVCA flags. We're asking for a lower bond than the 10.
Mr. Montes Maldonado, your bond set at $5,000. No contact with the victim of the vehicle. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. October 6th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of Douglas Justice Court. Let's see. And it was for a DUI case. Because you're being held in a felony, I will release you on that matter. I'll let them know that you're in custody. Your next court date in Douglas Justice Court is October 9th at 9:30 a.m. You are excused. Thank you.
Please.
Judge, I know you already made your decision, but my client's asking to reconsider. He does have $2,500 cash that he could post for a bond.
I'm sorry, I'm not willing to reconsider. Thank you.
And I don't have a Thomas interim complaint either.
Can you send this to her? What is your full name, sir?
Dr. Leonardo.
You are charged with unlawful possession of a drug paraphernalia, shoplifting, class 4, and a criminal trespass in a third degree. It's a misdemeanor charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation. Ms. Smith?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation was $5,000 plus pretrial services.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we'd be asking for something lower than that. I don't have any verified employment at this time.
Mr. Narco, your bond is set at $5,000. It's because of your alleged prior felony conviction history is pretty long. So your bond's at $5,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. October 6th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney from the Public Defender's Office will be in touch with you. You also had, Mr. Narcho, a warrant for your arrest out of Eloy Central Penal Justice Court for a driving on suspended license charge. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. October 7th at 9 a.m. is your next court date in Eloy, and I'll let them know that you're currently in custody. You are excused. Thank you. Are we seeing a Alho case? Are they on?
Yes.
They are? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
No.
What is your full name, sir?
Wesley Thomas.
Is your middle name Patrick?
Patrick.
You have one charge of aggravated DUI. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm gonna hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation. Then I will hear
Your
from
Honor,
Ms. Smith.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. State's recommendation was $10,000 plus pretrial services.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we'd be asking for something much lower than that or consideration for pretrial services. He does have verified housing, employment, and support with his father. And it looks like his last felony prior is from 2015, and he was successful on probation with no active NVCA flag. So we're asking for lower or pretrial if you'd consider that.
Mr. Thomas, because of your alleged prior felony conviction and the fact that you had a prior DUI conviction and don't have a valid license, this case includes you allegedly driving without a valid license. Your bond is set at $7,500 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs, and you cannot drive, sir, without a valid license. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. October 6th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You are excused. Your attorney will be in touch with you.
Valenzuela. Hello.
What is your full name, please?
Michael Anthony Valenzuela Jr.
You are charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of endangerment, 1 count of domestic violence endangerment, drive-by shooting, and discharging a firearm at a residential structure. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. Ms. Smith, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, the state asked that the defendant be held with no bond due to the dangerousness of this situation.
All right, there are certain factors the court has to consider. Did you want me to consider what are those factors?
Yes, yes, ma'am. The defendant fired a 9mm cartridge at a residence.
I have a statute really quick. I gotta look this up. Dangerousness. Yes. She's trying to hold him on a dangerous. No bond.
It's going to be, let's see. It's Rule 7.2, right to release. B, before convictions, defendant is charged with an offense not eligible for bail. If there is proof evident or the presumption great that the defendant committed a capital offense or any felony offense while the defendant was a pretrial release for a separate felony charge, or I guess it would be B2. It would be number 2A, the proof is evident or presumption great the defendant committed one or more of the charged felony offenses. B, clear and convincing evidence the defendant poses a substantial danger to the victim and any other person or the community. The defendant engaged in conduct constituting a dangerous crime against children. C, no condition or combination of conditions or beliefs will reasonably assure the safety of the victim and any other person or the community.
Yes, Your Honor. The state would ask that you consider that portion of the statute. 7.2B2. We'd like you to consider the dangerousness. There was a domestic violence victim in this particular situation that the defendant, oh goodness, I need to reread this fact pattern, Your Honor. I apologize. But there was clear convincing evidence of the shooting. One of the witnesses firsthand saw the defendant and that shooting at a residence, which poses a threat to not only the DV victim, but to anyone that was inside the home, which would be considered part of the dangerousness to the community.
Anything else for the record?
If I could just reread the fact pattern real quick, because we've been going really fast.
You mean going fast on me calling this case, or I'm not sure what you mean. But sure, you can
Oh,
read the fact pattern of the facts. I can hear from the defense.
Judge, I don't believe the standard has been met at all in this case. Mr. Valenzuela has no prior felonies. There's already been verified housing away from these victims. They've all asked for no contact. There's no indication he won't follow those orders. He doesn't even have an active NVCA flag. He's only 22. I don't have any verified employment. A bond is completely appropriate here, and there's no indication that a bond will not warrant the safety of the community and the victims.
What are you recommending?
Judge, we'd be recommending a $10,000 bond.
Deputy County Attorney, you want to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
All right. The court has to find all three A, B, and C under B2 in order to find to be held without bond. The court in this case is going to set a bond. It's going to be $200,000. No contact, Mr. Valenzuela, with the alleged victims. Do not go to where they live, so you cannot call your family members, the ones involved in this case. Don't try to call them, don't text them, don't social media them. Possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next court date's a preliminary hearing, October 6th at 1:30. Your attorney from the Public Defender's Office will be in contact with you. You are excused. Thank you. Actually, he also had sorry, sir, you have one more case. It's a justice court case for a domestic violence disorderly conduct charge. It was a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to quash a warrant, release you because you're being held on a felony. Your next court date's in justice court, October 20th at 9:30 a.m. And I'll let justice court know that you're currently in custody on this new case. You are excused. You'll get your paperwork. Thank you.
Cheers.
What is your full name, please?
Kenneth Marshall Winters.
You have a new charge of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Actually, Deputy County Attorney, does he qualify for steps on the newest charges?
Actually, Your Honor, on the newest charges, the amount was low, so the state was dismissing the charge. I believe there was 3 pills, and then there was an unspecified amount for the other.
All right, so the new charges from today's date you're dismissing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Winters, you were arrested for a charge of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The state has made a decision at this time to dismiss your case, so I am releasing you and dismissing the case without prejudice. There is a possibility the state could refile the case at some later date. You did have a warrant for felony charges of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of narcotic drug. The alleged offense date for that case was October 8, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. I'll hear from the prosecutor regarding her bond recommendation. Ms. Smith?
Your Honor, the state asked for the bond amount. I think it was $500 on the warrant.
Any objection by the defense?
Judge, we'd be asking release to pretrial, given the nature of the case.
Mr. Winters, looks like you failed to appear a few times. I'm going to set your bond at $500. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set October 2nd at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Winters, you also had a misdemeanor case out of Justice Court. It was for a DUI case from June 11th of 2021. I'm going to quash the warrant, set your bond at $500 so you could be seen on that matter tomorrow, September 26th at 1:00 p.m. I am appointing an attorney for you, Amanda Bynum. She will see you tomorrow in court.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You also had a city court case. Hold on a second. Was a warrant for your arrest for refusing to provide your true name. I'm going to quash the warrant. I will release you on this case. Set your next court date in city court, November 21st at 9 a.m. I will appoint a city public defender to represent you on this matter. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, I believe that completes the felonies tonight. May the state be, may I leave, Your Honor?
Oh, yeah. Judge, we still have Michael
Serafino,
Oh, we do? Sorry, my
What is your
apologies.
name, please?
Michael Anthony Serafino.
You are charged with 1 count of aggravated assault on a healthcare worker. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'll hear first from Ms. Smith regarding her bond recommendation. She is from the prosecutor's office. Ms. Smith?
Here we go. And that was number 2 from tonight, Michael.
Yes, ma'am.
70. The state's recommendation was 7,500 plus pretrial services, Your Honor.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we'd be asking for no more than 25. It's already being held on a $7,500 bond. That bond was imposed back in August. He hasn't been able to post that. So given that bond amount, we're asking for the 2,500.
Mr. Destervino, your bond is set at $7,500. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set for October 6th at 1:30 p.m. and you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim involved in this case. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. And Ajo Jail, I can call your case next.
May the state be excused, Your Honor?
Concurrent?
Sorry?
Is it concurrent with the other bond? Is it
It is
concurrent?
not. It is separate bonds, and you can talk
Okay, thank you.
about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
You too. The attorneys are excused. Ajo Jail, what's your name at the jail, please?
Catherine James Behan.
Charged with domestic violence interfering with a judicial proceeding charge. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I'm gonna release you. How old is your son that's involved in this case?
My son is 16. I did not know.
Hold on. Don't answer anymore. Because you have other cases involving he is apparently a victim. I'm going to order you have no contact with him, but he can stay with grandma, right? His grandmother Joan.
He's actually with his dad, so he's no longer at my home. He's with
All
his
right,
dad.
good. Okay, so just don't have contact with him for now. You can address the court with that. File a motion with them. Your next court date is in Ajo Justice Court, October 7th at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're excused. Thank you.